Hello everyone.
Hello.
We're still in Bangkok. It's been 2 weeks.
Yes, and 2 weeks to go. Already I feel that pang of sorrow that I have to leave at some point because I'm starting to feel at home here. We left Montreal, we left the cold of Montreal to come here, and we found out that it's cold, the cold season here now, which is meaning that we do reach the lowest temperature of around 25 degrees at night.
Sometimes it only goes up to like an average of about 33. It gets pretty tough because sometimes it takes like 2 seconds to get adjusted to the temperatures of the pool.
Yeah.
You know what's great about this pool? I can stand everywhere and my head is above the water. So that's just the way I like it. Short people pool. Are you coming up? There's nobody here. Nobody's in the pool at all. Okay. See ya. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Thanks for showing up.
Still recovering from the culture shock. I still get that culture shock once in a while, like, yeah.
Overall, Bangkok doesn't look all that much more different than Canada. In fact, sometimes I feel like I'm in Toronto. It's full of skyscrapers and malls, more malls than at home, and the Sky Train. You know, all the things that make up a modern city. The other day we went to the Grand Palace, but we didn't go in. You know, we're not into that touristy stuff, but it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I would have liked to actually seen that giant Buddha statue.
Oh yeah?
It would have reminded me of that game Street Fighter 2. I could have lived the game.
I don't think that's why people go in to see the giant Buddha, but I don't think we'll be going in. Too many tourists and too many lineups, and you have to dress a certain way.
Felt a duty that we had to explore the famous Khao San Road. It's like every Bangkok tourist vlog always talks about Khao San Road. I went to Khao San Road, Khao San Road, Khao San. I'm just joking. It wasn't as debaucherous as I was expecting, happily. But maybe when the night falls, then we missed that part in the end. So.
Well, it's not just about that. It's just about that there's so many people and all the cheap souvenirs and, you know, the typical touristy stuff.
One woman, and she was offering me to eat these, I guess they were deep fried scorpions. They're all black and they look like a real scorpion, almost like they were made out of rubber, like some Halloween gadget. And but luckily for me, I knew the word for vegetarian, mansevirat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and then right when I said that, this woman handed me this flyer to this vegetarian vegan restaurant that was right nearby.
That was just weird. Yeah. It was weird how it happened.
She heard me say it, and she's like, ooh.
Yeah, so that worked out good for us because we were trying to figure out where to go, and boom, there it was. Yeah. It was right around the corner, so of course we took advantage of that.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
And there was another guy who offered, he gave us a flyer to visit a comedy show, but we never wind up going.
Yeah, it was way too late.
I'll tell you jokes. I'll make the jokes, don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next time we'll go to the comedy show, okay? We're just gonna go. So we did wind up going to that restaurant after, and it was one of these kind of like hippie, zen-y kind of places where half of the seats were with tables where you could sit on the floor, and the other half were regular tables where you sat on chairs. And Mark was so scared that we were going to have to sit on the floor.
I wasn't scared.
Yeah, you were like, oh,
Wasn't
no, I
scared.
don't want to sit on the floor. I'm not going to sit on the floor. But I don't see the problem. I don't see why that's such a problem. I think it's kind of
No,
neat.
no, I don't mind. Like, okay, well, we had to take our shoes off. I was wearing flip-flops, so I'm barefoot in this public restaurant, right? You got
Yeah.
all these hippies lying down on the floor and eating.
Well, is it, they were mostly
Oh, no.
sitting on the floor. I mean, there was one girl that was lying on the floor. I thought that was a little bizarre, but I thought, she's chilling out with her friends, so, she's lying down. The weird one was when this big guy came, and he was lying down on the floor by himself. It's like he ordered food, and then he's lying on the floor by himself. Kind of bizarre, it's like a hospital bed. You're just lying there waiting for your food. I don't know what's up with that, but, to each his own.
Now, I could sit on the floor like in a picnic. Like
Yeah, I
when
know.
the antiseptic rays of the sun are cleansing the grass, and then I can handle that. But
There's
I mean, in a public restaurant, sitting on the floor, this guy in a tank top right beside me, he's like, "Get that tank top off. Wear a dress shirt, you dirty hippie. Come on.
okay.
Stand up straight."
Gosh. Anyway, the food came. We ordered curries, of course, Thai curries that were vegan. They were pretty good, not the best the curries that I've had.
Oh, it was delicious.
Yeah, it was delicious,
Delicious,
but we've had better. We had a friend
It
cook
was
us.
up there.
We had a friend cook us a curry that was 100 times better. So the food was pretty good. The place was called Ethos, right around the corner from Khao San Road. If you're ever looking for a vegan restaurant in Thailand, if you're visiting or not visiting, or just living there.
Went to another vegan restaurant, Nourish Cafe, it's called. It's on top of this like fight gym, or they call it fight lab, and that was really good too.
Yeah, right around the corner from us, which is near Onut Station, if you're looking.
Yeah, so we're just eating.
We haven't been to too many restaurants. We did go
No.
to this one restaurant twice because it was so good. It's called Veganery. They have a lot of different locations, and that was really good. It was probably the best restaurant that we've been to that's
Yeah.
vegan so far.
They had these like vegan chicken nuggets, and the
Yeah.
texture was like amazing. I don't even
Yeah.
know what it was.
It was mushroom.
Mushroom of
Yeah.
some kind? Yeah.
Yeah, so really good. Like I said, we haven't been just going to vegan restaurants. We've been mostly cooking.
I know some of you don't want to like always get groceries and cook for yourself when you're a tourist. You want to go out and have adventures and delight in the culinary experience of the culture and all that. But we actually enjoy like getting our groceries and just cooking at home.
Yeah.
And that's what gives me that feeling of being at home, right?
Yeah, there's that, and you have the opportunity to do things slowly. We're cooks by trade, so you would think, well, you don't want to go on vacation and have to cook more, but it's different because there's no demands, and you can do it as slowly as you want. Then that's the way life should be. Like it should be, we should be allowed to live a slower life. Enjoy the moments instead of like rushing to do everything.
Yeah. It's like there's this feeling of peace coming over me lately.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain it. Almost like, dare I say it, like a happiness is taking me by the shoulders, gently shaking me.
The slow cooking thing leads us to make our own curries because, well, curries are good, and I can't find curry paste without fish sauce. I also don't have a food processor, so we actually got mortar and pestle, and we've been pounding out our own curries. Let me tell you, it's pretty satisfying.
been making our own breads. A lot of the breads have like milk in them. So Carolyn's good at making bread at home. And they're like these pita breads, like pizza breads.
Because we don't have an oven here.
Yeah.
So I had no choice.
So you just like toast them in the pan. Some of the biggest dilemmas we have are deciding between which grocery store to go. Either it's the Big C, or Tesco, or the street markets.
The foods here are not that much less expensive than at home, and they're not necessarily like, or they're pretty much the same prices.
Well, no, after we think that sometimes when we're at the store and we're like, that's a bit much, but at the end of the day, at the end of the shopping spree, we're all like, oh, that's pretty good. Like $25, we have like
I know, but
enough for like 3 days of food. Right?
No, that's true. But when you think about it, you expect, or before you come here, you expect that things are going to be so dirt cheap, and it's not really the case at all. But I found a hack. I've been getting these things off the bargain bin because they're throwing away perfectly good stuff. And the best find is the oyster mushrooms, because that's what they use most of, and it's got this real meaty texture. So I mean, we even made chicken wings, hot chicken wings.
Trying to get over the jet lag, I was drinking some coffee, and but it was like instant coffee, and instant coffee just tastes bad after like a couple of days. So we found a way to brew our own coffee.
And also, it's hard to get brewed like ground coffee here. We had to search all over for it. It's hard to find coffee filters as well.
So we found a little fishing net to filter the coffee,
which is not really a fishing net, but it kind of reminds me of one.
Now we only have like one a day in the morning, and you know, I don't want to drain my adrenals too much. I need that reserve of power just in case I have an alleyway fight or something like that.
Which is probably never going to happen because we're in a very good neighborhood, and overall Thailand is it's a lot safer than you can imagine, and people are very humble and very nice.
The other day we went to a really nice park, Chedachek Park. It was really vast.
Yeah, we love our parks, and I love squirrels, which there were, and we got to feed them. So that really, really made my day because, you know, that's what I just like to do. Simple stuff like that. Go to a park and feed squirrels. And these squirrels, they're kind of different, than ours.
Ah, they're shyer. They're not like the Montreal squirrels that are quite aggressive.
I know, and they look different.
Mm-hmm.
They're smaller, and some of them have these kind of funny faces.
And we went to a cute little butterfly sanctuary.
Yeah, that was really nice. We should do that again. We should go there again before we leave. Speaking of leaving, we knew we had to leave Bangkok after a month or extend our visa. We decided to go somewhere else, and we just couldn't make up our mind at all. We were like searching, where can we go? And we thought, okay, well, let's go to Bali because we have a friend there while he's visiting there, staying there for a while. But then we heard all this stuff like, oh, Bali's all full of like hippies, yoga, hippie, vegan, tourist, backpacking, Instagram-y kind of vibe, you know, don't go there. And we thought about it, and it's like, vegan friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I'll open up an Instagram account and start doing yoga.
Yeah,
you know. Might as well, if you can't beat them, join them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Bali's gonna be bad, right?
No, it'll be more of our nature experience. They're more like
Plus,
peaceful than.
Plus, there's a monkey sanctuary. Oh. Aren't you excited about that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm going, actually. I confess.
I hear monkeys are kind of assholes, though.
They won't be to me.
It's Christmas Day today, and there's not that much Christmas hype, but you do see it like in the subway advertisements and all the shopping malls. They have Christmas trees everywhere. Santa Claus is everywhere.
Like I got Mariah Carey going through my head all night long, and it's keeping me awake. And
She's like dun 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 dun.
Why? Jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Beginning to look a lot like.
Oh, God,
All
stop.
right.
Okay, so that wraps this up. We'd like to wish you a jolly, happy, joyous life,
Yes, indeed.
because good tidings should not end on the 25th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay? Okay.
Don't surrender to the Christmas blues. All right.
So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. สบายดีไหมคะ
I do.